Greetings, welcome to Other Dog Stuff. We're back with more of the Halloween spooky wagons. Today we'll be working on a covered hopper for hauling Werewolf Kibble. So yeah, before we jump in, let's go over to our ad spot and then yeah, let's go. Bring Prints, your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, you'll like what he does. He does custom stickers for my mocks and custom 3D printed parts for my mocks and a lot of other creators' mocks. Check it out, biggerprints.com. Take a look around, it's problems for me, and yeah, enjoy that. And let's go on over to the studio, shall we? Welcome, Gordon. You're here nice and early. All right, model and reference images. So, covered hoppers weren't really a thing, super old wise, which is what I've been kind of modeling a bunch of my stuff after. They didn't really come like permanently about until like roughly like the 60s or more later. But, like some of the earliest covered hoppers are like this, which kind of interested in a little bit. Seeing if we can't model something, which is like, it's like a box car almost, but like with some crazy like framing going on the outside. There's also some like really early steel ones going on too. But FYI, your schedule posted you were going live at 6 p.m. PST, but 5 p.m. right now. I forgot to switch that because of daylight savings time. Well, something got me. Alright, I'll have to make sure to fix that. Good old daylight savings time. We don't have that in the Philippines. So, I gotta just keep track of that best I can. I kind of kept track of it for actually streaming, but I guess I didn't keep track of it for everything else. I figured that's why I'll let you know. Yeah, thank you for that. I'll have to make sure to correct that. Okay, I think we'll just use the tanker as kind of the base. We'll have to build up some walls and start doing the underneath. How many chutes does this thing have? 2, 3, 4. Okay, it has 4 chutes. Quite a lot actually for something so old. This is like a really old covered hopper. Okay, I need to make sure to move these out of my way. I start deleting things. Is there a hopper on the left have vertical sides, or is it wider at the top? It does widen out, so there's like a bit of a slope right there, and then it goes up top. So it's like this, except the sides are definitely a lot more like covered here. I don't think it bows out or anything like that. Out this angle. Yeah, it does have a slope here. So we're probably going to be semi-redoing what we had previously for the other hopper. Yes, the outer sides are straight vertically. The front and rear do have a slope to them before going up. Hopefully I'm not getting things too confused. Okay, again, I need to delete that, delete some of this, so I can fetch that brake rating. Oop. What year is the upper boundary for this project? I'm trying to stay somewhat like old, so like 1920s, 1930s, maybe upwards of like 1940s. Probably be good. Because around the 40s and stuff, you were definitely getting the, like the metal steel ones. This is a really early one. Before that, they had like some. Actually, no. Let me just show you. Actually, because before all that, they had some wild tipping stuff. Go screen here. Let's see. Let's see. 1920s grain loader. Let's see images. Let's see. No. What do I want? 1920s. Here we go. Yeah. So, is this large scale central unloading? Is this the website I was looking at last time? No, this isn't the website I was looking at. But before covered hoppers were a thing, they would just board up the sides of boxcars and then load them only about halfway up, just with grain. And then they would, when they arrived at like the ports or grain mills or something, they would have these wild unloaders that tilt. Let's go over to studio. So they would tilt the cars, you know, this way and this way to help pour the grain out the just side doors. But they also tilted the cars. Oh, not like that. I don't have a good grip. Okay, I need to delete some of this stuff on the other side real quick. But they'd also tilt them sideways so that the grain would come out of corners. Similar to the rotary coal hoppers, but with more degrees of freedom. Because the coal tips would just go like that. The rotary coal dumps. These ones would tilt the car about yay sideways so that the grain would pour out. And then to get the grain out of the corners, it would then tilt them like this. Going back and forth. Just to get the grain out of like the very corners of these boxcars. So they'd be like angled sideways. Yeah, they had to shake it all out. Yeah, it was kind of wild. I found a website yesterday that had like so much more images of like them just tilting the cars like all over the place. I'd almost be fascinated to try modeling one of those at some point. It's just kind of like really cool how they just tilt them like all over the place. Like industrial hoppers. Is this it? Ah, yeah, this is it. This is the website. So yeah, it like tilts it sideways. So there's like some kind of like trolley thing on top, and then you have like this big bridge section. Salt shaker. But that is a great pun joke right there. Yeah, no, and there's like multiple of these just like in a row for tilting these boxcars like every which direction. I think this is pretty cool and fascinating kind of stuff. Since this is before covered hoppers were like in widespread adoption. So yeah, a little bit of a side tangent. It tickles the brain. That's for sure. It's really cool and just fun to see. And then by the like 60s roughly eras when you actually get more of your covered hoppers. It became a lot more of a thing. And it became a lot more simpler to unload grain instead of having to shake the boxcar all over the place. Alright, anyways. Need to build the rest of the flooring here. Yeah, no, that's a fabulous idea. If I do salt, call it salt shaker because it would literally be a salt shaker. Ha ha ha. It's a great pun, that's for sure. It's always interesting how problems were solved back in the day. Oh, for sure, yeah. I have seen some wild solutions to problems. You know, they name it that IRL. You're not really wrong. I think that's kind of the best part about it, too. You're not wrong. It most likely would be named a salt shaker. It's just such like a good on the nose name. Alright, let's see if we can get some sloped bits here built out. I probably need to actually remove the brackets I literally just put, so I can have the nicely sloped ends here. I bring back our friend here, the 6x10. Definitely need something longer. What degree do I want? 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, you know what? I probably want whatever angle is closest to this wedge plate. No, it's definitely a lot steeper than this wedge plate. Okay, never mind. It's definitely a lot steeper. All right. We can maybe go with 335. Because that would probably be a good angle. Okay, that's gonna hit the bogey. Probably want it to be roughly about there. And since we're actually going to be building up the sides, I can kind of clear a lot of this. There we go. Copy, paste. Oh, yeah, you're going to be upset for no reason whatsoever. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to do that, and then we'll have to bring it kind of down and put the little chute doors. And of course, build some of the middle sections so we can have the chutes also. I think the best way to probably do that, probably put double bars, or even just a single bar maybe. And then clips, and then angle it off on either side. Okay, so this is not long enough. Do we need to do? That was 10. 14? Question mark. So let me bring that over to the other side here. Copy mirror. Oh, come on. Copy mirror. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It'd probably be legally named something like the Multi-Planar Revenue Product Vibration Unloader Facility, but other workers and foamers refer to it as the salt shaker. Yeah, nope, that we're we're building some lore here about this already. Getting some good lore going. You're not wrong. That's for sure. About how things end up like that. Yeah, if I have that there, it's gonna hit the definitely gonna hit the oh, actually, it almost needs to just go up a plate. What am I doing? Is up a plate my answer? To avoid hitting bogeys so much? Yeah, kinda. Okay, well, if that works out, then I guess we'll go with that. I want just I just want like a little bit of a steeper angle, but that might be too much. 3.5, 330? Are we looking? Yeah, no, we're probably getting to the point where it's a little too steep. Yeah, no, I think 335 is kind of about where it needs to sit. It feels slightly too shallow for my brain, but probably exactly where that needs to just be. And then we'll have to try and figure out how to do this crazy racing that's going across the side. That is some thick beams going across there. But I mean, it had to. It's just all wood. Green hopper. Covered hopper.
You're so distant when you're home, always hanging by your phone. Do I even know you? And I get paranoid sometimes.
Ah, it's 4. Okay. Of course, it's 4 by 8. The kibble once out, bursting from the sides. Maybe I should do it in dark tan. Maybe dark tan would be a good color for a technically dog food, but not dog food because you're only dog half the time, or only dog on full moon nights. Dark tan would be a good color for it, though. I know not a lot of pieces come in dark tan, so there's a lot of angry colors right now. Brackets, yeah, probably dark bluish gray would probably blend in the most. Oop, don't be dark gray. Okay, you be light bluish gray. Apply. You be dark bluish gray. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Copy. You're only talk half the time. That's a good slogan. And that was just me accidentally saying things, too. Fantastic. Like the old billboards. Yeah, oh, certainly, definitely. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how I want to go about adding that. Because that's pretty good. Suddenly have to try and remember that for the sticker process. Yeah, that's too far up. I just want to connect down. Thank you. So if I remember right, this is too low. Yeah. Ah. Keep undoing the things I wanted done just because I don't feel comfortable with how they sit. They are actually completely, perfectly fine. Alright, tile. We're getting some tile in here. Werewolf and top hat. Tails using a monocle. Oh, so we're gonna have a fancy werewolf because only the fanciest of werewolves eat werewolf kibble. Is that it? Like, yes, we must be some sort of top-tier gentleman in order to enjoy the finest of werewolf kibble. Only the finest werewolf gentleman can enjoy werewolf kibble. Okay, that's how ads look like in the 20s. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to reference stuff like that, won't I? To definitely theme out things nicer. Okay, I need to kind of like angle things a little bit sharper down here at the bottom. Oh, modified, no tile. Okay, so the 6x6 can sit right up top there, probably. So do you put a plate to stop the angle sides from moving? Yeah, this will mostly stop it from moving. It's not 100%. I definitely need to, like I did with the other hopper, figure out some kind of plate situation more to help the angle side stay in place. Kind of like that, actually. Kind of almost exactly like that. Laxidant. There, now that'll kind of, that should, that will raise upwards. So I gotta figure out how to stop it from rotating the other way. But it'll stop this from collapsing in if you grab it from like the bottom, just a little bit. That was a happy little accident, for sure. Same part above the angled sides. Yeah, probably. Let me get some tiles in here of dark tan colorization. Should probably actually change my build palette down here to be specifically dark tan parts only. But I also don't care if on the inside, the parts that you're gonna see are like a dark bluish gray or something like that. That's fine. Okay, 1x6. Okay, so there's a chance things are gonna get stuck here. If we need some kind of slope or something. Yeah, let's try the plate round with the bar trick. Long stem. Not working. Short stem. Not working. Hold on. Alright, just had to sneeze there a little bit. Slope. Converted. Just need some bricks or something. So it keeps the studs along there. 1x6 tile. It's a possibility. 8 round. I mean, yeah, that's pretty close to holding that in there. Okay, yeah, that can actually work to keep, hopefully keep 1x1 round studs from, like, getting stuck on the edge there. Maybe I need to do something else. What about tile modified? Hold on. Get something that kind of works out. It's pretty darn close to actually working out. Yeah, that would be fine. I feel like actually instead, copy, paste. Maybe that. Or maybe, because the hatches are going to be more towards the middle to allow you to throw studs in here. Maybe it would just be better if it was just bricked off. I could also use this as a point to attach studs vertically as well. So I'll have to have some brackets along here too to... Yeah, no, this actually probably work as an area to attach studs for mounting the roof later. Tile modified. Yep, here we go. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Now I just need to copy and paste that to the other side. Grab all of this, copy, paste. And of course we need to get, oh, I didn't grab the 2x6 tile, or plate, sorry. Grab that, piece that there, good. And grab, of course, little bar pieces. Those will lock this plate in, so now it can't really move. Like, yeah, okay, select by color. Go dark bluish gray, and I'll have to color correct some of this. Like anything that's on the outside as best I can. I'll be dark tan. There we go. Okay, so now I actually gotta build like the various chutes at the bottom. Plate modified. Let's see here. I need a bar hose. Okay, hold on. I need to switch this to dark tan. You dark tan, and only show me the available parts that do come in dark tan. 6 long bar does come in dark tan, and is actually not that expensive. Cool. Actually, that's more than perfect. Ah, there's a lot of limited selection here, though. It kind of is a problem. Just again, there's... can work around that perfectly fine. Copy mirror, except not. That's actually probably as best I'm gonna get. By 3, copy mirror. I need to do plate. And then hinges just down a little bit more. That's probably about where I need. Maybe a little bit more. It's time to kind of build the outside a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, figure out how to actually build these chutes. Copy paste. Oop. Is this give me anything kind of like I need? Okay, maybe we'll just have 3. The the covered hopper in the background there has 4. This could be all right, maybe. Hopefully, questionably. I feel like I'm just doing something wrong, and I could be doing something slightly better. Let's get rid of maybe that row of plates. Pre-standard R is real car era, so no rules. No, you say that, but also my poor brain likes to have at least some rules to follow by. Probably why my brain is a little bit of a curse to me. And why I can't use 3D modeling tools like ZBrush, but I can definitely use something like has rigid design boundaries. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of needed. Do these actually come in dark tan? They do. Okay, cool. I will use these on the bottom. Pile that up, make it look a little cleaner. And that also adds just a little bit of strength for grabbing those plates. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little more decent. Paste. Oop, it's angry. There we go. Of course, we got to do this all to the other side as well, too. Grab all of this. Grab all of that. Oop, not that. Tiles. Ah, dang it. Ah, no. Okay, maybe it'd just be easier just to delete all of this. And then just grab it by the hinge. Hinge, you, everything. And then grab these 2 little pieces and copy and paste. Oh, you are not gonna, oh, it said paste. Okay, you are gonna cooperate a little bit. Thank you for that. All right, and then we have to actually grab the middle now. Okay, so probably like that, and then I can actually use these to my advantage. Yeah, that should work actually. So if I make sure that this little piece, or maybe that's what I should have done all along actually. Make sure that these chute parts are attached to the edge of those. That would probably just work out better, wouldn't it? Well, maybe not there per se, but okay, so you're locked in now, which means I can now use this tool to move you to where I need you. Copy mirror, that should be dead center. Okay, be like that. Hinge downwards. And that should be something? Question mark? Wait, okay, we don't have door rails, do we? We can fool with, no. The door rails definitely should be what I have facing outwards. I'll definitely have to figure out how to attach said door rails, which I guess is just going to involve like some big old tile across the top. Actually, 2x6 tiles didn't come in dark tan, did they? Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I can merge those. Copy mirror. Merge, and they at least come in dark bluish gray. And I can't put that there because it doesn't work. Okay. And that kind of partially works. And we need like 2x6 door rails. That would be wonderful. Maybe I'll just do 1x6 tile across the top. Okay, so this isn't in the middle, actually. Surprisingly. Okay, now it is. Grab all of that. Weird. My post shows on the phone, but not the iPad. Oh. Just more weird YouTube things? Because that's about the only explanation for whenever anything goes awry. Is it's just YouTube being YouTube. And there doesn't seem to be much doing anything about it. Okay, let's put 6x6s instead. Copy, paste. Yeah, there we go. All right. Copy, paste. Okay, I can get you actually behind this. YouTube channel called Canois Labs. Yeah, Canois. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, he's fabulous, wonderful. I wish I could talk to him more. Pick his brain, things like that. He's wonderful. He's fabulous. I comment on like a lot of his videos and watch them a lot. He uses some of my models in his stuff. He uses the SW switcher that you see a lot. That's mine, and he also uses my trailer and I think one of my box cars as well, if I'm not mistaken. And then yeah, I recognize them. Yeah, and then there's some other friends of mine who have stuff that he has in there too. So it's like, it's super cool. Like him using my stuff, that feels like an honor. honestly. Feels great. Okay, so one problem, the studs will get caught on the top here, so I need to fix that. Maybe. We'll see how I can fix that. I'll delete some of that. Is it maybe that I just need to raise up the sides here another plate? Maybe I should actually use the bigger brackets, honestly. This bracket, that bracket, and then that one. Ah, but it like hits though. Wish it didn't hit. Strike it. And 1x6, and then I need to use 2x6s along the middle here. Copy. I'm also after his Kenosis' recent video with doing the how to showing you how to take your Lego models that you do in Studio and transferring them over to Blender. I found out that he hasn't updated his Studio in a very long time, so he actually didn't know that you can just export as an object. So I was asking about that. Love to know if there's an even simpler solution if you can just export your whole model as an object. I know that would probably export it as a single unit instead of individual parts, which might cause problems. I don't know. I would love to learn Blender, but it is above my pay grade. It is up there. Okay, I need to go even higher, I think, with the plates. Are we losing some internal volume? Yes. Does that matter a whole lot? Not really, because it kind of saves you from having to spend zillions on makes it look easy. And that's what the professionals do, for sure. People who do stuff like that as a job, or really get to know the ins and outs. There is wizardry in all kinds of jobs that I have seen. People have just become really good at what they do, and so they can confidently do some pretty crazy things. Yellow Cat, bro, I gotta thank you, man. Country Cow, hi, welcome. Thank me for what specifically? I don't know what I did. What did I do? Okay, I think I might go with dark blue, bluish gray 6x6 tiles, so I need to actually hop out of here. I'm thinking of that, what is it? Office meme? Or something like that, where the guy's getting his hand shaken and getting a reward for something he absolutely doesn't know what he did. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I was scrolling through your rebrickable and noticed your SW1200. Give me a solution to make all-weather windows for the SD40. Oh, yeah, I saw in the Discord you were showing like the windows and how they kind of is all the weather windows the ones that like kind of pop out of the side of the cab. Because yeah, I just like jumpered those kind of just out. Yeah, okay. All right, well, I did a thing. Was it intentional? Absolutely not, but I did a thing. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, looks like you're doing really great progress on that model, though. Coming along pretty quick. Oh, PSD is here. Welcome. Those sides aren't moving for anything now. Yeah, they're clipping a little bit here, but that's kind of fine. There's a little bit of freedom here. They should be pretty stuck in there. They're pretty darn solid, too, as a block. Definitely. Nothing is definitely moving them now. All the 6 p.m. viewers are arriving. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Yeah, definitely fix that. I was looking to see if you had instructions for one, as I saw a DMR SW1200 in Duluth loading limestone. Need one of those now, and then you saw that. Well, glad that somehow led you to me and down that path. How do you do your sticker decal designs? So, I think for a history lesson, I used to do stuff in paint.net. So I would make my stickers, each sticker that I wanted to do specifically whatever size, so 8mm by 8mm for like a 1x1 tile. But now I use Adobe Illustrator. For all my stickers. So they're scalable. So when I did paint.net, my stickers weren't scalable, really. They kind of were to a certain degree because I would do like a super high pixel density. But now I use Illustrator. So I can do really high, I can scale any decal I do. So if I need a certain logo or something to be transferred from like a 2x2 to like a 6x6 tile, I can just scale it. I have been pretty good. I have been pretty good. Hope you're also doing well. Just mostly constantly just doing the Lego thing as always. Oh, that's jumpers. Oh, okay. No. I should just. It would be easier to copy and paste across. Not too shabby so far. Yep, with the older style kind of hopper, sort of loosely basing it on this. This is for the Halloween train, so there is a certain point. Doing Warhammer for crazy for years. Oh, I'm on Decker in Discord. Yeah, you and some of the other guys that do Warhammer and stuff definitely makes me kind of want to get into Warhammer. I don't know about actually playing the game, but definitely painting the minis, since I used to paint scale models a lot growing up. Used to paint cars, and we did a couple boats growing up, but mostly cars. Various Revel, AMT, Talia. There's a bunch of them. Yeah. Anyways, though, yeah, you doing Warhammer minis has kind of always made me curious to pick up a box and try painting some Warhammer minis. think that would be kind of fun. Okay, delete, delete, delete. I think it's more or less time to build up the side so that I have a base to go upon. Let's make the color of this pink real quick. Love your Space Marines. Yeah, there's a store. I guess it is kind of far for me. It's like an hour bus ride. But like, I do know where to get some Warhammer minis at. And I already have paints on me because I've kind of got back into model painting. Only a little bit. I've gotten some just tiny model kits for some World War II tanks. What I need to do actually is buy a bunch of like scale barrels or something and try to improve my rust effects. Does the bottom of your hatches need any side gribblies? A little bit, yeah. I can see that there's a handle, a pull handle right there that releases the hatches. So I need to add that. Actually, I should probably be doing this in dark tan, shouldn't I? That way I know everything I'm doing is in the correct color. Yeah, I do wish I had more time in my life for painting, doing other things. I have too many hobbies. One always got to take a side step when doing the other. Okay, so those all work out. 1x2 single vertical clip, something like that. Yeah, I'll have to do something like that. Or I can even just do maybe something like that and then put some kind of bar with clip on the side. For the little pull handles that release the hatches below. And that can be pink now, please. This thing has insane bracing though. That's the one thing I gotta make sure I model well, is the just big dense beams on here. Oh sweet, and these do come in dark tan. That is gonna be perfect, because I think I'm gonna use those to do these angled parts right here. Because I don't know how else to do them, honestly. Okay, so I need to... Okay, 1x12? Okay, 1x12 and dark tan does come relatively cheap. That's good. And then, what do we got going on here? There's a lot of beams going crisscross everywhere. That's probably longer than that, actually. It's probably up to 6 long, I want to say. Like that, and then we got our angled part that goes here. Yeah, I think. Methinks don't think strong, but that's probably the best I got. And then yeah, we got the center beam that comes down the middle. That's ginormous. Yeah, I have to do the giant diagonal beams. That's gonna be the fun part. Should probably actually go ahead and start tiling up the sides a little bit. Copy mirror, grab all this, copy, paste. Paste. I think I need some boat studs on the inside. for added strength in between the joints. Copy, paste you there, and you there. Okay, that works. By 4. Lost there. Now I gotta grab all these tiles and copy and mirror them. So we have the sides nice and covered up. Mirror. I forgot to grab one, that's fine. Copy mirror. Boom. There we go. Cover it up. Okay, I think... And of course, one thing too is we need to add the Halloween motifs and bits to help make this Halloween-ish. So, gotta do that too. Can't forget about that. Let's do 1x8. And I need to do probably plate across the top. So the beams are thick. Put that there too. I gotta make sure that the beams like stick out quite a bit. Really look kind of dense. Okay, 1x4 tile. Yeah, that's kind of actually perfect where that sits. Or can I use... I wonder if I can use a plate modified, like the tooth. Yeah, that actually might work really well to help kind of lock it in under, maybe underneath here. So if I get a tile, even like a jumper actually, let's say a jumper. Plate modified, not you jumper, you jumper. There we go. Hinge you down ever so slightly. 23, 24 degrees? 5 is too much. Can I go 24.5? I think I can. Okay, 2x6 across there. I think I can put a tile around here. Yeah, I think that actually will work. Okay. I will accept that. And then, of course, we'll cover over the tiles and stuff, and that just locks that in. Ta-da! It's magic! Of course, there's stuff I need to fix in the back here. We're gonna ignore that for a bit. I don't think there is a good way. Or a round tile with flat bottom. Or are you talking? Oh, you're talking about the tooth. Yeah, the tooth part could work. I don't think that doesn't come in dark tan, but that probably is hidden enough that we don't care about color issue there too much. That can be just dark bluish gray, and that'll be fine. Okay, back to dark tan, lock in. There we go. By 1, there we go. Plate. By 4. Tile round. I think we're gonna have like a hole or a gap under here at least. There's probably not really much avoiding that. So, oh well. I think it's time to get some cover on here. For the bottom, can I use plate modified? Yes, I can. Okay, that'll give us some texture at least. Yeah, okay, I like that. That'll give us some texture, which is what I want. Grab all of this, copy mirror, pull that off for a second. There we go. There we go. Now we have our diagonal beams. And actually, probably even use this as an opportunity to put these beams in too. Maybe. Actually. There is some studs down below, which kind of ruins the plan a little bit. Yeah, okay. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just have the vertical ones. Oh, no. I have another idea. Oh, yeah, they don't come in dark tan. That's right. That's right. Use a bar, maybe, to do that other angled beam. Okay, I guess not that bar. 4 long bar? Oof, 4 long bar in dark tan's a little expensive. And 4 long bar is not long enough. I think 6 long bar is too long. So it needs to be a 5 long hose. Which definitely does not come in dark tan. And dark tan hose is expensive unless you buy it from China. Or find some other kind of alternative. What about just like dark bluish gray? Expensive as well. Actually, you could cut it probably from a larger chunk of hose. And that would just be easier. Copy mirror. Go. Okay, that works. Tile. Can I put that there? No, that's definitely hitting the studs. That is definitely hitting the studs. I wish I could put that there, honestly. A little bit. But they don't come in dark tan. Woo! Oh, why'd I do that? I need to be in dark tan only, please. No way to use a 1x tile? I mean, I can use a 1x tile. I think there's just going to be kind of an ugly gap here a little bit. And there's not going to be a whole lot of ways around it, unfortunately. Though... Oh, instead of the hose? Not really, unless... Well, I mean, we are getting these wedges in tile form soon. But they're coming in black right now. They're not coming in dark tan. So... Unless that happens, I don't think we're going to get that. So we're probably just going to have to go for hose. Unfortunately. But in sort of good fortune, I just realized that here has a reinforced plate thing. Okay, so that can't go straight down. All right, that's fine. What we can do is put it on top and probably make it dark bluish gray because it's just a giant metal plate right there. And that will kind of hide our sins, maybe a little bit. Kinda, not really. not really, no. Is there another way I could kind of hide? Oh, I know, a panel. Panel, probably this guy, right there, that, and then when we put that over top, that at least hide it from one side, not from both sides. It's probably better than nothing. Yeah, no, that doesn't fit in there. Okay. Oh. Oh, that doesn't work out. Hail? Oh. Did I maybe mispronounce a little bit or something? That probably wouldn't be out of the ordinary for me. Not enunciate my words as strongly as I probably should. Be paste. Actually, that might work too. I think, isn't there a gusset right there? Yeah, actually, there is. So, that... I might be getting somewhere. I don't know if I'm getting very far. I'm getting somewhere. Yeah, that's probably gonna... That's probably just gonna have to work like that. Delete you. Copy, paste, paste, and copy, paste. We gotta do everything in the mirror. Oh boy, there's a lot here that I gotta actually add across. Delete that. 1x1 tile there. Copy, paste. Put that there. By 4. Is that how I did it? No, the 1x1 tiles up above. Okay. There. Fixed. Copy, paste. There we go. Alright. Now it's fixed. To a certain degree. Okay. That around that side. We still gotta Halloweenify this. This might be a little bit of a longer stream today. Just because there's still a good bit of stuff to do. Okay, so this is another situation of 1x4 and 1x1. Alright. Gotcha. Grab all of you. Copy mirror. Yoink. And plop. There we go. Okay, looking good so far. Gotta finally fill out these little edge pieces. And then tile everything up. And then, of course, I gotta make sure that I copy and mirror it to the other side. Getting some werewolf minifigs off the car. Oh. They like train robber bandits trying to get to the kibble. Is that gonna be the story? Alright, well, I need all of this, basically. I don't think there's an easy way to grab it either. I just gotta kind of go like that. Copy. Paste. Delete that, delete that. Delete some of this. There's some of these bits here I don't need. Don't need that bit. Don't need these bits. Don't need that either. Select by color. Dark tan. Other than decals, it's kind of difficult to Halloweenify it. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's definitely not the most easiest thing to Halloweenify. Man, those sides are thick. But that's mostly because of the beams. The beams make the sides really thick. Technically, I would be a little bit happier with the sides maybe like shaved down. probably a plate in thickness, but I don't think there's a good way of doing that. Gotta hold up those werewolf claws. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so that can go there. I guess we'll put the brake on the other end, maybe? Yeah, we'll probably have to put the brake on the other end. Brake cylinder can go on the other end here. Like that. Copy mirror. Copy paste. Some tiles kind of in here. Real quick. Because we want to look our best. Much as we can. There we go. Including Wolverine. Jeez. Wolverine would be like the ultimate test for this thing. So how was the car filled? Definitely through the top. Maybe hatches up top. And they would probably just have like an auger or a conveyor system similar to how they load the boxcars, because with the boxcars that they would load, there was, I don't have images for it. I need to search for that one. If I model grain boxcars from this era, I need to remember also to model the conveyor, because the conveyor would come into the side, but also have like a chute thing so that the grain would get launched towards the ends of the cars, and then there'd be guys inside with shovels leveling it out. So the conveyor would come up inside the boxcar. So like say that gray line is inside the boxcar, and then there'd be a chute, like another conveyor that goes off to the side, kind of almost like a T, and launch the grain to either end of the boxcar. So I'm thinking that it's probably a similar situation like this. You would have just a conveyor or something come up to the top, and then it would just auger on in or fall in from the top. So we get the lid on there. Country Cal, am I remembering you were doing the Fitzgerald at some point? Yes, I have the front. I need to do the rear at some point. That is probably a 2026 goal of mine, is to get on to doing the rear of the Fitzgerald. I can actually bring that up, actually. It's a big one, though. So is this the complete? How many parts is it? 13,000 parts, and it's only just the front. Yeah, there's the front of her. At some point in 2026, I need to get the rear. Yeah, I have the bow. The bow is the thing I have. It's fully decorated, furniturized on the inside. I will do versions that aren't furniturized. But she's big. Well, yeah, I have to do the cargo holds as modular. I can't not do the cargo holds as modular. I have to do the entire thing as modular. Just because it's ridiculous. It's 15 feet long at 1/48 scale. It's ridiculous how big this thing is. That's a project to get back to. Yeah, the entire middle I can copy paste, yeah, basically. Okay, Gordon, can we add part? Don't appreciate the size of those ships. Or the scale. They're wild. Okay, anyways, you were looking for a certain part. 18277. Oh, you want to add a tail sticking out the top or something? Thousand-footer? Could you imagine to do the par Trigritha? Probably pronouncing that horribly. Like it's caught in the hatch. Oh. Yeah. That's a lot of pain. But man, 1,000-footer. 1,013 feet in length. Chinese parts is the only way you would ever be able to do that. There's like no way you could ever do that in real Lego unless you won the lottery. That is like the only way you could ever do. Even the Edmund you'd need to win the lottery for. Edmund is also just ridiculous in size. I will have to 100% do a chopped down version. That is, to some degree, somewhat affordable for people to display. Even if it's just the bow portion. Going 1,000 is just almost too much. So ridiculously long. It's like the Edmund's already like 800 something feet long. How long is the Edmund again? Edmund Fitzgerald length. 729 feet long. Okay. So at 1,000, that would probably be close to like 20 feet long at 148. Ugh. Chop down and maybe modernize the self-unloader. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because she gets unloaded by the Hewletts, and the Hewletts are something I want to do at some point. Hewletts are fascinating. Let's grab all the side here. Paste onto this side. That's why eventually make an ore dock gonna need to be scaled down like crazy. Yeah, no kidding. You're only gonna be able to do like a fifth of maybe the entire thing. You should maybe just do a whaleback, because whalebacks at least are somewhat obtainable. Something like the Edmund Fitzgerald is kind of closer to unobtainable range. Unobtainium. Let's see, I need to get a fence piece, looks like, along here. I just need to fix this a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of where it needs to be. Do fence. Yeah, you're upset. I will do you in dark bluish gray. You cannot be in dark bluish gray because you're too expensive. Okay. Dark gray then. Copy, paste. Oh, I didn't even do both 1x4 tiles. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. So I guess without further ado, I mean, there's a lot more details I need to put. I need to put a roof on this thing. And that would be important. So we're gonna delete that. And we need I need to go to pink, honestly. Brick modified. Oh boy. Oop, that is like that. So the unfortunate part is I actually kind of need to leave that like that. And then go ahead and put a 2x6 over top of it. Yeah. And then that part has to go there. And that'll be the attachment point for the roof. Would you just connect? Why is it so difficult for you to connect? That is not how I want you to connect. You? There. Thank you. I don't know why that's so difficult for that part, but it is. Okay, and then a 2x2 brick there, and a 2x2 brick there. Perfect. Delete, 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 delete. Select by color, copy, paste. Do the other side. Wait. Oh. Oh, okay, I didn't fix this side. It needs to just be a 1x6 or 2x6 plate straight there. There we go. I was looking back and forth trying to figure out what the heck I messed up. I didn't put a 2x6 plate right there. Select my color, dark bluish gray. All right, time to get roof on this thing. I don't even know if I'd put an ore ship there unless I cut it in half, like Chicago hauled, and not include the stern or something. Also, whaleback would be out of my era. But whalebacks are cool. Just because they're like weird part submarine accidentally. Every ship can be a submarine once. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. There's probably been ships that have been sunk, raised from the depths, and then sunk again. Just noticed that I didn't even put tiles here in the middle part. There we go. That cleans that up a little bit more. Okay, let's finally do the roof, shall we? And I wish the 1x4 slopes were a lot cheaper. And the battleships at Pearl Harbor, for example. Are we getting dark here and saying that many battleships Pearl Harbor became submarines once or multiple times? I feel like we just went one direction that maybe we shouldn't have. A little bit. Big oof? Yeah. So that's why I questioned going down said path of that joke. Joke's a little too dark. Just a little too dark. Okay, do I need to do slope curves, honestly? I mean, we have the new ones. You, my good sir. Yeah, no. Okay, so I need to get hinges in here. So the easiest way to do that is probably this, and then I need to bracketize me captain downwards. Like that, and then there is where we'll add our hinges and start building our roof. And have to add our somewhat functional hatches. Yeah, somewhat functional hatches. What is the length on this? 16 plus 6, 22. Okay, that's not actually, like, perfect at all. I need to move this back one. That way I can get two 2x10s crossed. There we go. Cool. I just need to connect by 16 along the bottom. There we go. So we can finally do the roof. And then I'll have to use these little bits to try and gap fill the ends as best I can. Let's jumperize the roof section. And I guess without further ado, I need to actually, like, get it on now. Okay, at what point is that high enough? Probably there, honestly. And I can just steal these parts. Okay, so that bracket is, like, basically just at the height. I kind of need it. Yep, that works, actually. Perfect. Copy, paste. That flipped around there. Yeah, no, I like that angle. Let's get rid of these ends, actually, real quick. I may try do something else to help the situation. Let's grab all of this. Copy, paste. Oh. Hold on. It's like I'm getting a phone call. Small wedge plate angle wrong. I might have to use that, I'm thinking. Possibly. If not, I'm trying to think of what else, the best way to do it. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. That was package delivery mail. Alright, so I think the easiest way to actually do this now, since we know this wedge, this angle kind of works, is to just try and build out the roof best we can above this height right here. It has to be above this height. That way we can work over top of the brackets. Yeah. I might actually just use regular plates though. Like 1x12s. So that'd probably be the best way to do it. That way I can get the hatches on here, which the hatches probably need to be at least a little big. It's decent sized. Plate modified. Let's put maybe door rails along the edge. No, that is too high up for door rails. Okay. That doesn't quite work. Yeah, no, it must be flat just right along the edge there. Just because of how thick those beams are along the side. They're good pieces of timber. But you know what? I can probably do door rails here, actually, maybe? Maybe that would kind of help blend stuff. Negatory. I rescind my statement, and because that doesn't work. Maybe I should just do the hatches this way. That could probably work a little bit better, actually. Yeah, that could probably work. Go ahead and get this duplicated over to the other side, copy mirror. Oh yeah, we're doing it odd. I'm going to guess, mostly because there's no image, at least that I could find, of the top of what this car looks like, that there's probably about 4 hatches in total. Sort of evenly spaced. Come on. There we go. Thank you. 2x3 there, please. Thank you. Four on each half of the roof. Yeah. So you got 4 on here, and then I'll copy and mirror it over to the other side, whatever I got going on here. And then, like, boom, magic, I got even number. It's not exactly how it works at all, but hey! Yeah, and I want to try and get something on the sides here, too. It's just a little shy for a wedge plate, but I kind of still want to attempt it, though. I'd actually have to cut stuff, wouldn't I, for wedge plate, though? Maybe I need to redesign these ends just a smidgen. Oh, yeah, no, I should definitely redesign these ends just a bit. I need bracket downwards. The 2x. And then the 2x downwards bracket here. I'll have to make sure to apply these fixes to the other side as well, too. There we go. Because we gotta delete some of this. Yeah. And that should give me enough room to get the wedge plates in here. Does that make everything happy? Absolutely not. Everything is very much enraged by doing this. Oh, I need 8 long. 4x8. There we go. And then a 1x8. There we go. 4, 1x1. And then the end here. Maybe I'll just do an L. Yeah, that works, actually. That works actually really well. And then just a 2x6. Boom. Grab all of that. Do a little... Oop. Copy and mirror. Okay, I think I got all of it more or less. And plop it on the other side. There we go. Now time for the wedge plates. Yeah, that'll work, kind of, barely. It'll work good enough. And good enough is best enough sometimes. Okay, I was thinking that would line up maybe a little bit better than that. Honestly. This is not actually kind of like lining up at all how I thought it might kind of look maybe a little bit nicer. I think what needs to happen actually is I might need to actually fix these sides so that there's more of a channel. The wedge plates look right though. Yeah, it helps. You know what? I might change this up actually. Instead of doing it this way, I might actually do is use this with a combination of the specifically short bars to angle the roof on. Okay, they do snap. Oh, that's what I wanted to make sure. Because the short bars are shorter than a brick tall. Which, might actually get me more of what I want. I will have to change out how some of this actually goes. But overall, it might add to a better look, just bringing that down and in one more. This is a trust the process moment, hopefully. It kind of just, hopefully just works out. Sort of magically. Copy paste. You over here, please. I know you don't like going underneath, but I need you to. Same with there. And same with over here. There we go. And yeah, we can't do a 1x4 there. Okay. I think that should have most of the roof connected. Is it connected well? No. We'll fix that, though. Yeah, we'll use these guys instead. Just bring the roof ever so slightly more down. Are we on? Okay, we're good. Deal. Take that, hinge it. There. That's looking a lot better. Okay. Cool. I think we probably are still gonna have to groove this out though. I don't think there's any other way around it. Ugh, okay, I need to back things up quite a bit here. Let's undo a bunch of that. So I need to rip these sides off. And these sides are connected to everything. Let's see. Just give me the brackets. Is that all the brackets holding this side on? I think so. Okay, you need to move, Mr. Brake. There we go. Okay, so now the sides should technically be free from the chassis. They are. Perfect. Okay, good. Oh wait, I can fix the sides free from the rest of the body. Just a minor dissection, a little bit. I'll put a little more bracketry on there. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta get the sides free from everything else. And then rebuild up the sides. Can I just do something like that? Yeah, that works. Okay. It's at least one of the sides. I need to grab the other. I don't like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete that guy. And then we need to fix this one. So shedding some of this off. I would like to technically thin up the whole thing, but I don't think there's really a good way of doing that. I think it's just gonna have to be kind of thick. And the best way to joint it is to joint it here. Delete that one. Oh, no, I can't delete that one. I gotta pull it up and then put a 1x1 down below. Pull that one up, pull that one up. Okay, 1x6 on either end, that's fine. Probably should copy and paste this as well. Different way to build the outsides of the walls. Yeah, that's a little bit of how it is right now. Because I would definitely have to figure out a different way to build the outsides of the walls if I wanted to try and thin it up by a plate. Or even do a lot of like internal nonsense. And I think, at least for this model, it's not worth it. Now, if I was trying to do an actual like true scale, like crazy accurate thing, yeah, I would definitely have to take my time and do things a lot more better. It would probably end up that the body of the inside body of the car would end up being 5 wide instead of the 6 wide that it is now, just to accommodate the thicker side paneling. So that is a solution I could implement now, but I think for the sake of simplicity, I shouldn't. Alright, copy mirror across that. And then do this across here. There we go. Select. I cannot select by color. I gotta manually do it because I don't want some of this over here to become dark tan. I don't want it to become dark tan. There we go. Okay, and I should take this opportunity to also fix this. Plop that on there like that. Okay. So, in theory, I can just slap the sides back on and we should be good to go. And I just fix the roof a little bit and all that jazz. So let's go ahead and get this back on here. Oh, I didn't put the 1x1s over here. Oopsies. That was fixed on the other side, right? It was not fixed on the other side, at least not the color-wise. Okay. Now I can slap the sides back on. Like that. Copy, paste. The other side. Slap it on. There we go. And then we take the tire thing and mount it back on the trucks. Like that. Hey, okay, we did it. Cool, okay. Which means now I can bring out the 4x4s again, because they're kind of what I need in order to mount up a lot of what's going on here. Did you just go back behind? You were doing it so well until you weren't. Yeah, and I did that specifically so that these could pocket. And it looks like they're struggling a little bit, but there should be some... I think you should probably remove the clips and hose parts on the sides. Really? You really don't like those at all? I mean, it looks kind of I feel like it's missing something though there. Simplifies the design a little bit. Yeah. But is that? Is that what we need though? I don't think a 1x5 comes in dark tan. Nope. It's 5 long that needs to go in there, which is the awkward part. Go in there well. Gray wedge plate should go at the top of the diagonal beams. No. The only bracing right here, reinforcement, is just right there. All the gusseting and everything. There's none of it up here. Unless I'm looking at a metal plate that goes right along here. But, yeah. I could also just add it too, just to maybe to make things look like they're actually gusseted appropriately. Like that. Now it looks like the angled beams have actually, like, gotten, like, good bracing. Alright, let's tile this thing a little bit here, shall we? Emphasizes the need for strength. Yes, because the Werewolf Kibble weighs so much. You know what I would like also? This might be a weird request, but you know the hollow 4x4 with the middle missing? What about like a 4x6 with the middle missing? Leaves open space for decals. A little bit. These studs kind of get in the way, but I can kind of work around them. I think for the most part, the decals are probably going to be in this pocket and this pocket, with maybe lettering or names in like these pockets. Oh boy, I need to fix this a little bit too. decal on the angled bracing. What, the slogan goes up this bracing and down this bracing? What was that slogan earlier? Because you're only dog half the time. It's like, it'd be like, because you're only dog half of the time. I guess that could probably work. It would look interesting for sure, doing it kind of like that. I'm definitely gonna have to, like, when it comes to decal time, I have to rewatch some of my streams, just mostly for you and some of the other people that have, like, pointed out good things. Let's see, tiles, 2x4 and 2x4, there we go. So for the hatches, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I could just use these half-round moons. Oh, no, I should probably use actually the late round jumpers. Yeah. So they're a little bit more fun. Actually, no, I should probably go full jumper. Or actually, no. I changed my mind for 4th time. I need a bunch of these. And then a little bit for the grab handles. Poppy paste. Oh, there's gonna be so many of these. There we go. I feel like I want some, like a little bit of a tile behind. No, that's probably not good. Yeah, that'll have to be how it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and... I think I can strengthen it a little bit here. The upper gray wedge plates hide the gaps in the bracing and visually imply the need for strength. At the down angle bracing hose clip, I mean, yeah, that's fair. It is a very fair thing to point out. Let's see here. 1x6 probably? There we go. Yeah, let's get some 1x6s on there. There. A little bit of strength. Alright, select. Or, no. I need hinge. I can grab it by the hinge. Select all that. Thank you. Copy. Paste. Oh. Okay, it's kind of thinking about it. Ooh, that's a big gap down that. I don't have a good way of filling that gap, though. It's not completely. I got door rails, which do help. But the problem is, this is an odd number roof. Yeah, I just got that little bit that can't be covered that well. Clip, no. Oh, just gonna have to be like that. It's just gonna be that one little bit there in the middle that's not covered like it should be. I think I also want to get rid of this too. I'll just widen it out to like a full 4 studs across. Uh, 1x6, 1x6. Oop, come on. There we go. Put that there. And then, of course, the tiles. One thing I also got to do is put all the grab handles everywhere. So close. Quite make it. Okay, let's go select by color. Let's make this dark tan. Upside down 1x2 hinge plate would make the hatches look thinner. Oh! Yeah, and I think I'm gonna make the roof anyways, like maybe dark bluish gray or something. I think that would probably look a little better. Yeah, no, I've never... I didn't think about doing those upside down. Tis but a great point. There we go. Do that, and then, yeah, do the little hinge plates upside down. Hinge, you, my good sir. I mean, it still kind of sticks up, but that's because those hatches are just like right there on the roof. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what? No. Even something else we could do. It's just that. Right in the center. Just make it a nice, small, short, and sweet little hatch handle. They don't need to be crazy big. So even just doing something like a so. Flips out. Alright, cool. Then I just gotta grab all of this and make it dark bluish gray. Hatch door is flush with the roof. I wanna say not all are flush with the roof. Some of them do tend to stick out a little bit from the top. Even like the handrahan I did a while ago, that one's hatch area sticks up more like the rest of it. But in this instance, yeah, no, in this instance, that is fair point. Yeah, I think that'll add a bit more visual flair, doing the roof dark bluish gray. Because with some of the parts I've used, not all of them come in dark tan. I already know that for a fact. Like the big 2x6 tiles that I used. Actually made some of those. Dark bluish gray. There we go. All right, what's is upset? Tile modified. Okay, you're upset. Dark bluish gray. That's fine. You're upset. Dark bluish gray. That's fine. You're upset. Light bluish gray. You're upset. Dark bluish gray. You're upset. Black. There we go. Okay, let's fix the ends real quick. Get the brake wheel on. Copy, paste. That there. That there. Painted black with creosote. I feel like that might be too blending in with the hopper, the other hopper that we have, possibly. Okay, maybe we do have potential there. Okay. It's definitely more visually striking like that. Let's go ahead and fix this one. Hose I need is 8, probably like 9 or 10 long is what I need for a hose. Hose, 3mm, 10 long? It's 10 long, too long. Oh, okay, that's going through the roof. That's fine. We can fix that in a little bit. Just do a little bit of a tiling kind of around it. Like that. There. Little notch in the roof. To fit that hose in there. Wooden cars needed waterproof roof. Tar creosote was used at one point. Yeah, that works. Okay. There's something supporting the 1x1. What do you mean supporting the 1x1? There's a single stud here in the corner for that 2x4, which isn't great, but it still works. That 1x1 is inside the hose. So like it's on. And then it just goes all the way up. I think this is the only car in this entire train that has its brake wheel actually up on the roof above. And one thing I also got to do is add the various ladders and grab handles around the locomotive now. Nice thing is there's a 1x1 slot right there. Allows me to add a grab handle here. It could. This is gonna flex a little bit because that stud there. Another thing I could do too is just push it out, which might be more of a solution. Let's put a clip there, put a 1x1 there, and then grab it again and slap it back. Where it was. Oh, you're gonna be weird about it. There we go. Oh, and now it's past the roof, so we can actually just go full 2x4 again. Ta-da! You know what? Let's just make you... Actually, no. No, you're not copied to both sides. You're only on one side. Yeah, that's what you were thinking? Okay. Oop. Grab all of this. Let's see. I do need... Yeah, I do need still also grab handles here, too. Come on, copy, paste. Thank you. Right there. Copy, paste. That there. Bright pink. Grab all that. Copy, paste. Oop. I need that to be geared around. Then I need to grab this all and put it on the other end as well. So let's see, it'd be delete these two, delete that one, and then the 1x6 and the 1x6. Select the color, copy, paste. There we go. Select by color. Most of this is going to be dark bluish gray. We'll have to fix the tiles. Select by type and color. These black, please. Thank you. Okay, so I can put that all the way to the roof? Oh, I can't put that all the way to the roof. Good. Let's see. Tile modified. There's just one little thing I want to do here, and that is to put the grab handle on the edge there. And then tile modified, just something to simulate the walkway up there. There we go. Of course, I need to copy and paste that now to the other side, but yeah. Copy, paste. Oop, I forgot to get the 2x4. There we go. For the brake wheel, shouldn't it? Technically, yes, but I didn't put the brake wheel in the correct position, mostly because there's other things in the way. I could fix it, though. A little bit. I mean, should I fix it? How on a scale of 1 to 10, how lazy should I be? I don't think it looks necessarily... Maybe it does look a little awkward. Alright, give it a sec. My OCD will kick in and kill me. And tell me to fix it. Like it is right now. That's all it took. Little bit of OCD kicking in. Actually, oh, I can actually flip this, couldn't I? Yeah, but it's a bit more on that. I need to also swap what side like these little steps go on. Put that over to that side and put the 1x6 on that side. Do the little swap-a-roo. Like that. And then, of course, I need to do it on this side, too. I need to... You have them on opposite sides. All right, pull that off. Grab all of this. Swap that around. Oh, I accidentally deleted the cutout for the coupler. Oopsies. Make sure I didn't do that for any of the other cars. Oh, so just you want it on both sides. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, you probably want it specifically for the end with the brake wheel. But I don't know, maybe it just adds a little bit of visual flair having it on both the ends. Kind of just a little bit. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I'll undo. There. Everything is fixed now. It's all in order. It's all good. Okay, so we gotta... Now the big question is, how does one Halloweenify this thing? Because, I mean, like, the bone hopper was easy. You just add the skeleton skulls to the sides, use more bones. Voila, you're done. Oh, wait, no, I'm forgetting one thing. I need to pull out parts. Yeah, that's the little bar that comes off. I can actually probably just use 2 of these. Use that, and then use another one of those. I don't like that. Actually, let's... Maybe let's do a little better than that. Tile modified. Clip in the middle, please. And then the pull out. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit more smooshed in. If there's a wood stuck inside a werewolf. Yeah, I can do that. I think the cutouts are actually on both sides on a lot of these things. So it doesn't matter what side you're on, you can still pull the release to release the hatches. Nice autocorrect. Yep. Brain can sometimes do the autocorrect. Okay, what was that part number for that? Set up above. I'm scrolling up. There it is. 18277. There it is. 18277. Okay. Yeah, you wanted poor Mr. Wolf here to have their tail. Let's see, like a reddish brown. Yeah, let's go with like a reddish brown. Actually, I can probably sort of attach it to the thing, couldn't I? Oh, it doesn't want to attach, even though I know that would kind of attach. Okay, how can we trick it? Oh, I know how to trick it, actually. I just need some minifig body part. I just need the little hip piece. And then I can trick it. Oh, wait, that's not... okay. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit more than that. Technically, doesn't really work that well. Technically, a plate will sort of attach to the bottom or the top of that. There we go. Now we tricked it. Okay, put that there. And if I can kind of grab all of this and then hinge it kind of down. Okay, maybe just pinch it in. Be the better solution. Sort of like that. Someone is being a little mischievous about getting in to the boxcar. Let's see, what is this? Okay, we have werewolf man. We have a werewolf head. How much is this part? Dark bluish gray, dark gray. Sticking out from underneath the roof. Yeah, it could be pinched in underneath the roof too. I feel like this adds just a little bit more storytelling. A little bit. Mostly because like someone's like, some werewolf has hopped on the train and is now reading the kibble, going nuts. Don't want to use that. What am I thinking of Chima now? Do we even have the Chima? We should have the Chima heads. Also, I think this was not only in Harry Potter, but like in Monster Fighters, probably. 2 sets. Yeah, Werewolf Ambush. Old, what set was that from, or series? Oh, that's Studios. CMF head. Oh, we don't have the CMF head, though, in Studio, I don't think. Yeah, because there's that one. What else do we got here? There's Fox. This is technically, I think, a wolf head for Chima. You got this one too. Uh... Oh, he already got the number. Okay. Let's see. 206. I'm gonna guess not. 13. Yep, that's not here. We do have a Scooby-Doo head. Okay, now you got me another number. 103. 02. That's not also. That's also not in there. I think we either got Chima for extra details, or I got the old one, which is like $3 apart. Gotta be some people that have like cheaper ones, right? What about the solid one? Light bluish gray. Unpainted though, yeah. Just wondering if like in here, could we maybe attach a wolf head to the side there as like a little extra detailing or something? Mostly as an or something? I don't know if that necessarily adds the type of like detail that I technically want. CMF one. Okay, what is? Okay, I guess I gotta Google the like CMF werewolf. There it is. Oh, that one. Oh, that one has some stuff going. Yeah. There's a few different ones. Okay. Only problem with that one is it has like a back of like the neck, body, spine piece coming down. So that's like kind of where that one has some issues. Head popping out of an open hatch. Yeah, I could do that. Really tempted to use this one. I just also like the visual style of this one more. I don't know. Rather than the Chima one. What is the part number of this one? 11233? I need, I guess I can look up Chima, so we have the heads. I think that's actually probably it right there. Chima one people might give away for free. Oh yeah, it's worth like nothing. So I guess if you wanted a mass werewolves, Chima would probably be the best way to go. Let's see. I guess I just need to actually like get like a full thing together. Let's no, this one. Just so I can look for like a good plaid shirt, I think. Because all the best werewolves wear plaid. You know what? I think I actually like that color. Like I'm standing inside looking out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually build out like a full minifig. And I can probably add like a platform or something that he can sit on. Stand on. Oop. Yeah, kind of like that. That open like that. There we go. All right. TWN 527. Is that the actual like part number for that minifig? TWN 527. 527. Okay. Oh, and there's also the monster fighters. Yeah, okay. I see. Anyways, minifig. Body part, I need... Where's the leg print? Okay, that can give me... Actually, no. Leg decorated, here we go. Do I have, like, good jeans or something? There we go. There we go. People are buying, make a build, and dump the extra minifig. Ah, okay. Bodywear. Or not bodywear, body part. I need to get arms on this poor guy. Doesn't have arms! Oh no! Yeah, light bluish gray. I like that. Light bluish gray. Okay, there we go. We have a werewolf buddy. Jeans. Okay, you actually have a part number here. You are so quick on the draw. C00 PB 1799. Oh, this one. Oh, this one has ripped jeans. Okay, and they're gray. Red flannel. Oh boy. Here we go. 973 PB C6232 C01. Oh, right there. Oh, they have everything but the head. I'll have to. Can I actually release that real quick and just? No, I can't recolor the arms. One, one, two, three, three. What? Well, the Chima heads come in other colors. Oh, okay. This is gonna be one of these things where we have to search up like the individual PBs. Oh, it's gonna be so noxious. Okay, so there's gray. Only gray. Oh, yeah, they were mostly only gray. Okay, interesting. All right. What's going on now? Parts. There it is. Head is 20613. Yeah, it's not here. PB05. Yeah, everything else is there, but the head. I think I might just stick with the blue flannel. Even though having the ripped open chest is kind of the better one. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go mix and match since we don't have everything. So just be what we have because not the rest of the parts are in studio. Create a submodel, please. Thank you. Okay, can I get a plate down there? I think I can. Okay, grab that. Right below there. Bam. Anything actually. There we go. Oh, not that. That's too much. There we go. Just need a correct head ID for the inventory on rebrickable. Yeah, that's certainly something. That's certainly a way I can do it. Okay, I can release this too. Why are you going to do that? Don't do that. Straighten your leg out, please. Thank you. Okay. Now you should, in theory, just fit down inside, kind of like that. Okay, sort of like that. Let's try again here. I didn't actually get them to sit appropriately. There we go. He's sticking out a little bit more than I would kind of like, but hey, it works. Got a tail sticking out there. Sort of exactly like that. Yeah, I think what you're kind of imagining is maybe a little bit lower. We can correct that. I think it almost needs to be actually like a brick lower. Ignore the what I just made. Ignore what I just made. Just realize what I just built when I pulled it out. That's closer. I think just a plate. A little back and forth here until we get it correct. Okay, just add an extra plate on top. There. And boom. There we go. There. Now his head's just sticking out. Fine. He could be holding part 10169 hanging outside the hatch. 10169. Oh. He's got some kibble loot. Is there what is going on here? Why is that one? I feel like something's messed up on that one. And that one. And that one. Okay, all the decals are messed up on that one. Sacco kibble. Yeah. Let's actually just do it maybe dark brown. Does it come? It says it comes in dark brown. 242. Okay, yeah, 30 cents a piece. That's fine. Okay, can I get you to raise your arm there, bud? Yeah, okay, that looks like that'll work actually. With patches on bag. This must be the one you're talking about, but the decal is definitely not good. It's seen better days. All the prints on them. Yeah, that's supposed to be the dollar sign. This must be the patches one. Prints on them are kind of borked. This one I think has a star on it. Green. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do prints for these bags because the decal part of them is a little borketed. It's almost like merging it in with itself. I think we're only gonna have to go solid color. Sorry, man. Just because it's a little messed up. I can change it to the patched one in like the rebrickable, but yeah, it's a little borked. I guess the least I can do though is go medium nougat color. There, I guess that Halloweenifies. I don't feel like it does though. Just save this real quick. It's probably the stickers that are gonna have to make it. I'm just trying to think of how to Halloweenify it. There would be a way to Halloweenify it. I think I do need to actually do the, what was it, 11 to 33? Okay, I did remember it. I think I do need to do maybe the plain ones. Video 18, climbing the ladder? Okay, I don't even know if we have those parts, but we can try. Vid 018. Oh. Oh, that's also the new werewolf headpiece. Okay. Let me copy that number. Copy. Studio. Paste. Okay. The pants are in studio. That makes me think that the rest of it probably isn't in studio. Another wolf outside the car climbing the roof. All right, we can do that. I think we're probably just gonna have to recycle poor buddy here. It's a totally different wolf. We're just gonna give him a different, probably just mostly different shirt. Minifig, torso, Spider-Man werewolf. No one can resist the kibble, not even Spider Werewolf. Okay, what's the, I guess I gotta figure out what the part numbers are for the CMF, Spider-Man werewolf. He has a mask. Robbers wear masks. But okay, there he is. What is Peter Barker? Oh, yes. The joke. The joke. Is what? That must be torso, maybe. COLSPI 013. Oh no, that's probably the number for the whole minifig as a whole. You just gave me, isn't it? Yep, that is 4 parts. What do we got? The headpiece is the same one. Okay, what is that number you just gave me there? 973 PB. Okay, and then 4294. Not in there, so this probably isn't in here either. He also gave me 2 PBs for the same part. 4891. Nope. Also not there. Unfortunately. You know what? I kind of like this outfit. It's matching, so you can't tell if he's just got this painted on or not. Oh, geez. Okay, we're having lots of numbers now. Okay. 5805. Not there. Jeez, man. So many numbers. That's not there. All flannel torsos? Okay. 2914. Also not there. I kind of almost enjoy that that could be just painted onto his fur. Oh, crap. That is not, there are 42 flannel torsos on Brooklyn. Jeez. 973 PB. That. It's probably the second one. It wasn't 48. No, it's not 48 where that one came in. It must be the first one then. 42. No. Oh no, there it is. There we go. I'll have to hinge his hand like that. Hinge him entirely down a little more. Give me that. Oh, it's just gonna rotate his head. Werewolf of Wall Street. Another, but the jokes. That works. Kind of a little hard to see him. I guess I can actually swap it to more grab the end of the bar, even though he won't be grabbing it that well. Put him over there. There we go. There we go. Flat part of the caboose, that or the flat car itself. That would do well as well. I still feel like I want something somewhere. Like a werewolf head giving something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's just good as that is. Okay. Let's create that into a submodel. Copy file, save that. Bring it over into Halloween Wagons. So this is everything. And yeah, I mean, we got the flat car. The brake cylinder space. Yeah, that is an option. I think my only gripe against that is that it probably won't be seen as well as it would be on like the side. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely missing something on the side. Uh, 11233. Maybe I will try it on the side. Let's see. Or you know what? No. I have another idea. 45 bar. Oh, okay. That doesn't quite fit in there. Doesn't mean I can't put a plate around. There we go. Put one on the bone hopper. Oh, yeah. It's potentially an option. Okay, we might have something here. Potentially. I could probably do something like that a little bit. Then I just need to get 2 1x1 tiles above. Grab all that, grab that. Oh. You add a side hatch. I could. There's a lot of ripping apart that would need to happen in order to get that to kind of work. Does this not quite work though? Or those just need to be light bluish gray. I mean, it adds this a little bit. Select my color, dark tan. I know that a lot of those parts don't come in dark tan. Also, some other things are upset. Oh, those are upset. Why are these upset for? Okay, they're just upset to be upset. Okay, that's fine. Not worth it, as long as it isn't too much like the bone hopper. I mean, what is that? How do we feel about that? Just a little like werewolf head motif things, kind of just there in those corners. I don't think it detracts from the entire thing, but I think it just adds a little bit that is kind of necessary, just to give it a little bit more vibe going on. I'll flip these around. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to grab the whole thing. There we go. I think that just adds a little bit more. Just a little bit. That's all it needs. Is that the Chima head? Yeah, it is the Chima head. Oop. The plain Chima head. I don't know. I think that adds just a little bit that I'm missing. Trans red. Can't quite get that, but I definitely can add a little bit of trans red there. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, look, I was trans clear. Guess you could put a little LED in it somehow with either fairy lights or something. Because of it being mounted on an angle, it's a little hard to see the eyes. You can kind of get a little glimpse. Something like the eyes look a little more evil. I mean, you can kind of get a little bit in there. It's not like a full blood red unless you look at it from the bottom. Maybe that's. I think that's it. I think that's enough to add just a tiny bit that I'm missing. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, why are you up? Why are you on the ceiling? Yeah, I'm using the superhero angle bar to give it a degree outwards, which works. So that it kind of just angles outwards. Is it getting pretty wide? A little bit. Does that come in red? It comes in dark red. Oh, it comes in red. Wait, no, I don't think I have it selected. It comes in dark red. Okay, there you go. There's a little bit more of your evil eye that you wanted. I don't think it's actually that expensive in dark red either. No. Select by type and color. Let's grab the trans parts. Actually, no, let's leave the trans parts because you could drill into them and insert like tiny LED or use like a brick stuff LED to like do something. So yeah, okay. File, save. I guess without further ado, it's render time. It's probably the angle that we want right about here. We'll have to get the train together and do a bunch more renders. Let's do just 1080p render. That'll be fine. The one popping out of the roof is hilarious. Yep, it adds fun. I'll definitely have to add more minifigs to like a lot of what's going on, because it just adds fun. Yeah, I think I actually do like the dark tan. Kind of add the natural wood, even though when we get to the caboose on Friday, we're going to be doing a little bit more of the wood. So maybe I want to push this up forward or something. Try and do some visual separation between it and the caboose. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try it here. See where we kind of feel like it lands. It's pretty big though. I think right behind the hopper, maybe even like right before the bone hopper. Probably the best place for it. Clear the next car. Yeah. So it would have to be. No, it probably has to be right next to the flat car. That's, yeah. Probably all there is to it. And then something else I can do too with the stickers is make some wood patterns with the gondola would work as well. Possibly, yeah, we could try putting it before the gondola. I wonder how that would look next to the passenger cars. I guess we'll find out here in a matter of seconds. So yeah, there is at least image browse. Halloween cover topper. There she is. Oop. Yoink. Or behind the gondola if you flip the car 180. Yeah. That's also another option too. Alright, let's go back over to studio. Alright, so when you got this now, I need to create a submodel. Thank you. Copy. Paste. So yeah, because we're going to have brown here again too. Darker browns. But brown there again too. What if we did it in front of the tanker, actually? What if we did gondola, hopper, tanker, then the rest? Like that. How do you feel about that? I was just gonna suggest that. Great minds think alike. Actually, I think I do like the breakup that does. The transition flow. It's pretty great. One thing I want to try too is... Actually, no, this... Yeah, he hits that, so it really... He has to be there. Unless I flip it around. Yeah, then he clears the gondola, no problem. That could be also another possible thing. You don't see him as much though, the werewolves. They're on the other side. But then there's kind of like more of like a ramp down towards the end, so you can more visually see the. Actually, no, you can probably still visually see the caboose well. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this. I think this layup is pretty good. And then, of course, we already know where the caboose is gonna go. So don't have to really change much else. Let's see here. Go ahead and save a lot of these files. And file, where is my Halloween train complete? There it is. Yeah, this is true. There is definitely all kinds of customizations I or others could do, depending on what they want. Okay, connect you to there. Thank you. And grab the hopper. Copy. Paste that in. There we go. Oop, don't want to grab the track. Oop. Studio's a buckling. It's not happy. Got so many parts. Okay, we're all on the track. Okay, we're all on the track. Oh boy. Okay, we have plenty of track left over for the caboose on Friday. File save. And then we'll do the big render now. I definitely have to, have to go, before I do final renders with all the decals and stuff, I'll have to add a lot more ghosts and ghouls along here. All that fun jazz. Okay, render time. This will definitely have to be a 1440p render, because the details, they are getting quite tiny. So definitely need as much of train being seen as possible. On the Discord, they should already be there. You definitely have to scroll through, but like, it should all be there. 8,000. So I think once we do the Baba Yaga caboose, we'll probably break 9,000 parts total for this whole train. It is massive. Oop, I need to go to screen mode. Boink. Alright, and there it goes. Gonna take a little bit to render because there's a good bit to go for the rendering. Oh, there's our werewolves. Okay, they are there. Just scroll up enough. Yeah, y'all should be there. The train should be there, and then a lot of other fun projects I've done since I opened the Discord. Should all be there for all the fun stuff. Some of it is released, some of it isn't. I still got plenty of instructions to do and other things. It's never ending. Well, there's one of the mausoleum cars. Where's the rest of me train at? Oh yeah, 12% of the render. Okay, there we go. There's the tanker. Little bit of the wow, I'm forgetting what they're even called. Oh geez. Brain is starting to fade. Wow, yeah, no, my brain is actually kind of stuck. Okay. Definitely need to go. I always enjoy watching the renders. Of course, more fun when less empty space. Yeah, a little less, a little more fun when there's less empty space, but it does get kind of exciting rendering out the big full thing. So you get to see the big train, even though there's like a ton of empty space up here and down here. Yeah. At least I have a decent enough GPU to like render while streaming. Does my GPU hate me when I do this kind of stuff? Absolutely. especially with big builds like this that have several thousand parts to them. Every time I do it, my GPU is probably like, kill me now. I'm not one for water cooling a PC, but because of what I do, it might be worth it. Just to relieve some of the heat stress off the GPU. There's only so much air cooling can do. But then again, I don't do this all the time, so I don't think it's probably doing a whole lot of damage. Loco and flat car, yep. There's the flat car. We're just waiting for the little dots to come down on this side for the locomotive. We're at 40%. Once it gets past 50, it goes fast. Because it's just the like anti-aliasing and whatever else like visually it needs to do to clear things up. Clean up the image. Make sure all the pixels are nice and clear. Clean up fast, yeah, pretty much. %. It's almost there. 47. 48. Okay, it must be like coming down pretty quick here. 49. Oh, there it is. And up past 50. This train is silly fun. It is. It is great, silly fun. It has been a really wonderful project to work on because it's just refreshing. It's something fun, and sometimes doing fun, goofy builds instead of super serious scale stuff is just fun. It's been incredibly enjoyable to do this. And well, Friday is the last car when we do the caboose that's missing at the very end. And we have our full train. That is a very serious train going on for the Halloween stuff. Then I'll have to get to work on decals and start. I'll probably end up releasing the cars one at a time and just kind of work my way through them all. I'll have to pass the train to my buddy Japaz, who owns Bricky Prints, to do some testing on. But yeah, the rest of it should be good to go. Just the locomotive needs a little bit of testing. So yeah, I guess without further ado, I'll go ahead and end there. I will go eat lunch. But yeah, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending where in the world. Take care, and yeah, I shall see you all again next time. Bye-bye!